A boy lived through one of the bloodiest wars known to humanity, hiding from bombs and airstrikes. Same war that shut down every school in his homeland for nearly 3 years. Years later, from that same region, with no lessons, no exams, and no wartime teachers, but children waiting to see if they would survive the next day, a 12-year-old finds a mathematical rule that took mathematicians centuries to mix. An 11-year-old walks into a room with 150 countries and walks out the best in the world. None of this is fiction. None of it is luck. It is a pattern and it has a name. 10 minds, 10 evidences, 1 people who turned hunger, war, marginalization, exclusion, and silence into the greatest motivation to build the greatest minds on earth. Count with me from 10 to 1. At number 10, we have Bennet Omalu. Bennet Omalu was born in September 1968 in Nokwa, Anambra State, in the middle of the Nigerian Civil War. For nearly 3 years, schools across Igbo land sat empty. No classrooms, no books, just families like this trying to find enough food to survive the day. Malnutrition marked that generation of children, small bodies paying the price of a war they had no path in starting. Omalu grew up in that same shortage, and he grew anyway. He went on to medical school at just 16 and then to the United States, where as a young forensic pathologist in Pittsburgh, he examined the brain of former NFL star Mike Webster and refused to accept that nothing was wrong. Working alone and at his own expense, he identified a degenerative brain disease. He named it chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, a discovery the NFL spent years trying to bury. He was right. The world eventually had to admit it. A body the Nigerian genocidal war tried to stunt grew into a big mind, big enough to change how an entire sport understands the human brain.
I had been born during a civil war, a very bloody civil war. I was undernourished in the first 3 years of my life, and I suffered war-related psychological trauma and growth stunting. Growing up in one of the most corrupt countries in the world, Nigeria, confused me even more and pushed me further down a very dark abyss.
At number 9, Philip Emeagwali, the boy who studied by candlelight in a war zone. During the Nigerian genocidal war against the Igbo, a young Philip Emeagwali fled his home as a refugee. School fees became impossible and he was forced to drop out of formal education in his early teens. Instead of throwing in the towel, he studied alone, borrowing books, teaching himself advanced mathematics by candlelight in a refugee camp. That self-taught brilliance eventually carried him to American universities and a career in computing that earned him the 1989 Gordon Bell Prize, one of the most prestigious awards in supercomputing, for pioneering work using thousands of processors working in parallel, ideas that helped shape the internet age of today. They called him the Bill Gates of Africa. He calls himself proof that no war can kill a determined mind. At number 8, Team Save a Soul, 5 Onitsha girls who beat the world. In 2018, 5 teenage girls from Regina Passy Model Secondary School in Onitsha, Anambra State, Promise Nnalue, Jessica Osita, Nwabuaku Osai, Adaeze Onu-Igbo, and Vivian Okoye looked at a problem plaguing their own community: fake, dangerous pharmaceutical drugs. Under the banner Team Save a Soul, they built a mobile app called the FD Detector, using a drug barcode to verify whether it was real or fake. They took that idea to the Tech Innovation World Pitch Challenge in Silicon Valley, California, and beat teams from the United States, Spain, Turkey, Uzbekistan, and China to win the Junior Gold Award. 5 school girls from Onitsha, 1 global stage. A win that sent them home to a reception with Nigeria's own vice president. Number 7. Chika Ofili, the boy who found a new rule in mathematics. In 2019, 12-year-old Chika Ofili, a UK-based student of Nigerian Igbo heritage, was given a holiday assignment at Westminster Under School in London. The textbook listed quick tests for checking whether numbers were divisible by 2 through 9, every number except 7. Chika didn't skip the gap. He solved it, discovering a brand new formula later verified with a full algebraic proof that could instantly test divisibility by 7. Mathematicians hadn't found an elegant version of this test in centuries. A 12-year-old did, almost by accident, and it now carries his name, Chika's test. He received the Academic Hero Award at the True Little Hero Award that same year. At number 6, Obioma Ugoji.
I am pleased to introduce you the valedictorian for 2023, Obioma Ugoji.
My family is from a tribe called the Igbo tribe, and in our culture we often say the phrase Igbo kwenu, okay? So this essentially means endorsement, agreement. It refers to a bondedness and the collective strength that we all enjoy as a people, and I would like to invite you guys into that collective strength today. So when I say Igbo kwenu, I would like you guys to respond back to me in quick affirmation. Hey. You guys do that for me this morning? Y'all got me? All right, let's try it. Igbo kwenu. Hey. 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 Good job. Clap for yourselves. It's good.
In 2023, at Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles, United States of America, a Nigerian-American student named Obioma Somtochi Ugoji stood before his graduating class as a valedictorian, the best graduating student in his entire university. He opened his speech not in English first, but in Igbo, Igbo kwenu. In that American hall, hundreds of strangers responded with the customary call and response, joining a boy from one of the largest ethnic groups in Africa in celebrating where he came from, even as he stood at the very top of where he was going. Number 5. Divine Osuji, the teen who built a hand. Watching his grandparents struggle with the cost of healthcare, Nigerian-American teenager Divine Favor Osuji, a senior at Lane Tech College Prep in Chicago, decided to build something that could ease that burden for other families. Working through repeated technical failures, he engineered a low-cost prosthetic hand that responds to a user's own muscle signals, allowing more natural movements than many existing devices. In 2025, that project made him a national STEM champion, one of the youngest honors a young American scientist can receive. He is not done. He is still choosing between biomedical engineering and medical school. Either way, he has already fixed a problem most adults walk past. At number 4, Esther Okade, the 10-year-old who enrolled in the university. Esther Okade was born to Anioma Igbo parents from Ibuzo in present-day Delta State, and by 6 years old, she was already sitting the same maths exam British teenagers took at 14. She passed by 10. She had enrolled at the Open University in the United Kingdom, becoming one of the youngest college students in the country's history, and topped her class in her very first exam. She still loved Barbie dolls. She still loved dressing as Ella from Frozen, and she still dreamed, quite seriously, of owning her own bank by the time she turned 15. Her parents didn't push her, she pushed herself, and then went home to help build a school for other children in same region that raised her. She became one of the youngest persons in history to bag a PhD. At number 3, Joshua Chibueze, a young man who has helped millions to save. Most young people spend their 20s looking for opportunities. Joshua Chibueze decided to create one. Fresh out of university, he looked around and saw a problem millions of Nigerians faced every day. People wanted to save, but too many had nowhere safe or disciplined enough to help them do it. Together with a small team, he co-founded PiggyVest, a digital platform that transformed how millions of Africans save and manage money. What began as a simple idea became one of Africa's biggest financial technology success stories, helping ordinary people achieve extraordinary goals through discipline and technology. Before turning 30, Joshua Chibueze had become one of Africa's most celebrated young entrepreneurs, earning recognition on the Forbes Africa 30 Under 30 list. Some people inherit opportunities, others create them. Joshua Chibueze created his own. At number 2, Professor Ndubuisi Ekekwe, the professor building Africa's next generation. While many measure intelligence by examinations, Professor Ndubuisi Ekekwe measures it by transformation. Engineer, inventor, scholar, entrepreneur. After building an international career in semiconductor engineering and technology, he chose not merely to succeed, but to multiply success. Through research, investment, writing, and mentorship, he has inspired thousands of young Africans to build companies instead of waiting for jobs. His highest invention may not be a machine. It may be a generation of innovators who now believe Africa can compete with the rest of the world, because knowledge reaches its highest purpose when it creates more minds like itself. Professor Ekekwe is building a new generation of Africans who are tech innovative. At number 1, none other than Nwachukwu and Maduka, the owners of Terra Industries, the brothers who built more than just a business. The greatest minds don't always leave their mark in textbooks. Sometimes they leave it on the skylines, in factories, in communities, and in the lives of thousands of families. Nwachukwu and Maduka transformed vision into industry. What started with ambition grew into Terra Industries, an enterprise built on innovation, resilience, and the conviction that Africa could manufacture for itself. Where others saw limitation, they saw possibility. Where others imported solutions, they built them. Their legacy is measured not only by what they created, but by the opportunities they have created for others. That is the greatest expression of intelligence, not simply discovering the future, but building it.
Distinguished members of the Nigerian Army War College, led by Brigadier General MC Akinojo. And we are happy to host you today and show you what we have been working on for the last 2 years.
Technological economy is a vital aspect of war. And that is what we are seeing here in Terra Industries. We want to turn Nigeria into a regional defense supplier.
War tried to silence one generation. Poverty challenged another. The world underestimated them all. Yet, decades after decades, the answer remained the same. Build, discover, invent, lead. From children solving mathematical mysteries, to scientists redefining medicine, to entrepreneurs reshaping economies, to industrialists creating opportunity where none existed. The story has never been about luck. It has always been about a people who refuse to let circumstances define the limits of their mind. History will always remember what they achieved. The future will remember where they came from. And somewhere in a classroom, a workshop, or beneath the glow of a single reading lamp, the next name on this list is already beginning. This is Enuane Cultural Forum, where we promote the rich cultural heritage and excellence of the Igbo people. If you enjoyed watching this beautiful documentary, please hit the subscribe button. My name once again is Prince Onwadenim Ngozi Chukwuka, and I will see you in my subsequent videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Anyone.